It's just like diabetes in a dish. Like, it's so sweet. It's
I ever told
mm,
you what the Shields family does when we eat there?
no.
So none of us like toffee, and there's like
Okay.
some other
Under,
stuff on there we don't like.
understandable.
Well, it's which is interesting because like Jake's not a picky eater at all. So like I did not know this until we ate there a couple times. He's like, I really don't like this dessert that much. So when we go, we ask them to take off like the nuts, the toffee. So it basically just becomes like an
Chocolate
ice cream.
syrup.
Yeah. Well, no, there's like ice cream in there, but it basically becomes like a sundae. And then everyone's like,
Okay.
this is so good. So, but they look at us like we're crazy. They're like, you just asked for like half the ingredients off. And we
Uh,
don't even know if we can do that. We're like, oh, we know you can. We've had it before. And then they go and
you've
make it.
done it before.
We want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Tureen and Cruises. Here's something you might not know. Booking with a travel advisor doesn't cost you anything. Disney pays them after you travel. You'll pay the same price you see online, but Tureen and Cruises adds an enhanced level of service. Their expert advisors watch for discounts and apply them automatically, even after you book. And it's not just Disney. They can help with cruises, Universal, and all kinds of vacations. Whether you want help planning it all or just someone in your corner if plans change, they're here to help. And yes, they'll wait on hold with Disney 4 hours, so you don't have to. So when you're ready to plan your next trip, head to TureenandCruises.com and tell them Rope Drop Radio sent you. Now, let's rope drop.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to another Rope Drop Radio. I am Doug McKnight here with Lauren Shields. And Lauren, we are going to take people's questions and answer them to the best of our abilities today.
Yeah. All listener questions this episode.
All the questions. But first, did you watch the Super Bowl this weekend?
We did. We had some company. We had 2 other families come watch it with us. None of us were big on the teams. Because we're in the Midwest. We have a lot of Bears fans and Chiefs fans. So I would say the TV was on. I think we got more excited about the halftime show than anything. My favorite part personally, though, was that my 2 little ones thought that the Seahawks were playing the Patreons.
I mean, clearly listeners of the show, right? Playing
Right?
the
Like
Patrons.
we kept saying Patriots and they were like, yeah, that's what I said. Like they couldn't hear the difference. And we're like,
Not
that's
hearing the
familiar.
difference is going to come up here in a little bit too, in the Patrons. But yeah, I watched the Super Bowl. Was there for the commercials this year for sure. And the one commercial that the Walt Disney Company threw out there got some hate, Lauren. The Mandalorian and Grogu commercial, which I saw and I thought was hilarious. Then I go to YouTube later and like, what is this? What is Star Wars doing? Oh my gosh, is this the movie? Like, so we know nothing about the plot of the movie.
We
It's
don't.
coming out in May. People are starting to lose their minds because they don't know. But what they did with this commercial was they did a parody of Budweiser Clydesdales with Tauntauns and Hoth, and like people like the true Star Wars fans obviously didn't understand the reference to the Clydesdales. And I find it hilarious how upset they are about not knowing the reference. It's funny how mad a fandom can get when the commercial is not the way they want it to be.
So I didn't actually listen to it because, like I said, we were not really watching the game or commercials that well. But I enjoyed just watching Grogu and Mando with some tauntauns. Like that did it for me. Like,
That's
that
all I
was
need.
fun to watch.
I just need
Yeah.
to see them. Right.
Yeah.
And would I have preferred that at the end of the commercial, a big QR code popped up and said, go watch the full trailer
Right.
online? We deserve a full trailer. But
I agree with that.
It's time, Disney. It
Yeah.
will roll out soon. It must just not be ready, or they didn't want to spend the money on it yet. So I enjoyed it. It was funny. It was not needed, which I love it when we get something that is not necessarily needed from a money-making standpoint. We just got something fun that they spent millions of dollars on.
I'm thinking they just weren't ready for the full trailer, so they wanted to do something like do a spoof and make it fun, which I appreciate. That's fine.
And maybe someday, there'll be a Rope Drop Radio Star Wars spoof Super Bowl commercial if we get a lot more patrons.
Those are some big dreams there, pal, but sure. Thank you to all of our Patreons. We don't have any new ones this week, but like I said, thank you to all of our current Patreons. Come check us out at patreon.com. We do a bonus after show every week where Doug and I talk pretty unfiltered about very random things, some Disney related, some not. Doug gives the news once a week, and then you get a quarterly chance to win a $25 Disney gift card. So come check us out.
Yes, this week's news was all about the white smoke that came out of the castle the other day.
I didn't listen to it, but I love that that's what you put for the title.
So it's a Pope reference, but they have selected, the Cardinals have met and selected a new CEO of the Walt Disney Company. So see, I'm making parodies too. What?
You are. Did you know that he shares a birthday with Bob Iger?
That's weird.
20 years apart or something.
I feel like that gave him an advantage.
Was that like a sign?
Maybe. But go listen to the news because there's more to it than they just picked a CEO. They also created a whole nother executive position in this announcement. So,
yeah, they did.
Yeah, it's which I have thoughts on the news. Anyway, there you go. Patreon's a great way to support the show. You get a lot more content. Go over, check it out. Patreon.com, Rope Drop Radio, blah, blah, blah. Another great way to support the show is making sure you like and subscribe. That's not hard to do, so you don't miss an episode if you're new here. And also, you can leave a 5-star review, and we will read it on air and love you forever. However, this week we're not reading a 5-star review. Lauren has said I get to read a 1-star review.
Oh, you're reading it?
I'm reading it.
I thought we were going to discuss it, but
I can't discuss it without reading it.
Oh, boo. Okay.
Yeah, we normally don't read 1-star reviews, but this one it's personal. So, all right. It's titled Height Requirements, ? By Riley, UNC North Carolina Jordan fan. Okay, so they're a Tar Heel. All right. Did you purposely keep saying height requirement with a TH at the end on purpose? It was super, all caps, annoying. Please know the pronunciation has a hard T at the end. There is no H at the end except the very silent one. So yes, if you're a longtime listener of this show, you will know that I had spent some time in elementary school in speech therapy. That is a place I went way too late in the elementary school game and not very long because it was the 80s. And if you got good grades, you didn't need help with pronouncing words, right? If I was a kid now, I would have been in speech like in kindergarten, right? And they would have fixed a lot of things that I say wrong. My brain does not hear the difference. Lauren can say things to me. I'm like, I don't.
It's true.
Hear a difference between the two things you're saying,
Yep.
Lauren. And height. Did I say it right? Height?
Yeah. Height. You said it right.
Height.
Good
Okay.
job, buddy.
I got it like full stop. My brain has to completely stop, say that word, and then continue on. So any speech therapists out there want to fix me, have at it. I've made it this far in life, though. So, thanks, Riley, for pointing out my, speech problem. I appreciate it. So
that was a mean review. I felt bad when I read that.
There's other words that people have pointed out in the past, but not necessarily on review, but, direct messages, which still stings, but at least it's not out there for everybody to see. But I'm glad I annoyed you.
Right.
And if that annoys you, boy, I'm going to do a lot of things that annoy you. So that's just my personality. You better buckle up. So I'll do better. I'll try. Actually, I can't try. I've been trying for 45 years. And nothing's going to, I'm pretty sure I'm a lost cause on the speech therapy. If I could tell a tale, I will. Was that 2 different words or was that 1? I don't know.
You did it. You did it fine there too. Yeah, we've talked about that. That was, I just thought it was kind of odd because I was like, man, if I really don't like a podcast, just don't leave a review. I don't go out of my way to tell. But and I was like, and then say you don't like us because of something like you don't like. I don't know.
Yeah.
That seemed very nitpicky and a little bullyish.
Yeah, I had a friend that when she was getting her master's in special education, one day she like called me. It's back when you had to call people, right? There was no texting. And it's like, I figured out what's wrong with you. You know, they learned all about the exact grouping of words that I say wrong. She was very excited. And I'm like, well, can you fix me? She's like, no, but it had a name. She had a name for it. I don't remember it. I blocked that out. Probably couldn't pronounce it either. So yeah, and yes, in spite of that, I am a state speech champion. But I would rewrite the speech to avoid certain words. So there you go.
Yeah.
It overcame the hindrance.
You did. So this is why we specifically asked for 5-star reviews, because once we get these low reviews, it makes it harder for people to find the podcast.
Yeah, it really hurts.
So if you feel so inclined and your heart goes out to little 5-year-old Doug and his speech problems in the 80s, please leave us a 5-star review. We would love you forever.
They didn't try to fix me until 4th grade, though.
Okay, so like 9?
They took a while.
9-year-old Doug?
Yeah, I should have been 5-year-old Doug getting in speech therapy, but I was 4th grade, and they taped a little clock to your desk so you knew what time you had to go, implying I didn't know how to read a clock as well because I couldn't say words, right? Because the clocks had hands. Oh, yeah. I heard about it.
I'm sure you did.
Because I also went to what was called Challenge. Now it's called HAL at our school, you know, the high ability learner thing. We didn't have clocks for that. You just knew when to go because you could read a clock. So those kids, being the compassionate ones, they went and made a little clock, taped it to my desk for when we went to Challenge next to my speech therapy clock.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
They sound lovely.
Yeah, it was good times. Good times. 4th grade was great. No trauma at all. All right. Thanks for the therapy session, everyone. All right. Stuffy of the week. I have no idea what is over your shoulder, Lauren, and I can't wait. Yeah, let's get a close-up look of this.
So Annie picked him. Oh,
okay.
I already gave away. So I tried to maybe talk her into something that would hold up by itself because he will just fall down. But she was insistent that this is who it was this week. I don't actually know when we got this. But can you tell who it is now?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, does this give it away?
I mean, no, that doesn't give it away at all, Lauren. But go to YouTube, comment, make Annie's day by leaving a comment about an interesting selection for Stuffy of the Week. Yeah, let us know if it was a good selection by Annie for Stuffy of the Week over on YouTube, youtube.com/ropedropradio. Like, subscribe, all the things over there. All right, we're going to get to your questions up after this. Hey, Nebraska rope droppers. Getting to the Magic just got easier. The Lincoln Airport now offers nonstop flights to Orlando twice a week on Breeze Airways. Every Wednesday and Saturday. Skip the layovers and get straight to Mickey faster than ever. I've flown Breeze myself. It's a great experience with one of the youngest fleets in the sky, flying only Airbus A220s. So next time you're planning a Disney vacation, start at Lincoln Airport, your shortcut to the Magic. And we are back. Lauren, it's one of my favorite types of shows because we can get asked anything from our favorite color to the best steak, which I believe is on the docket. So
yeah,
all kinds of things. And we're going to go from Facebook to Instagram to Facebook to Instagram, all the fun questions. But we're going to start with our Patreon questions because, well, they buy our love. Yeah.
They buy our love.
So, all right, first question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is from Liz Stafford Pace. Could you please share 3 things about Disney Springs you enjoy without sarcasm? It's like she's heard me talk. All right. And then the second question, what are some things at Disney World you have not done yet, but still wish to do? Okay, Lauren,
all
3
right.
things. 3 things.
3 things about Disney Springs. They're all food related, probably. Gideon's is my number 1.
Okay.
but I have a hard time waiting. But if that was just a little bit faster, I love their chocolate chip cookies. I also love Chef Art Smith's Homecoming. Oh, yeah. I'm speaking your language now.
Yeah.
And then I guess if I'm with the kids, we do enjoy going to the Lego store. That is
Okay.
fun. Yeah.
Okay.
What are your 3 things?
Everglazed, the donut place.
Oh,
Yeah. Gotta get me some donuts. Right? They're good. They have simple donuts and crazy donuts. So
yeah.
Everglazed and then Homecoming. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was thinking Lego store, but I just like the world of Disney.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I just love the massiveness and like you can get lost in there and like I don't really buy anything. I don't really shop, but I love to browse. I can browse all day. And so if like the wife and kids are really shopping, I just can wander off and you won't get bored in the world of Disney. So there you go. All
No,
right,
not that one.
what are some things at Disney that you have not done?
So I have one that I have been wanting to do for years and we still have not done is Keys to the Kingdom tour. Like that's high on my list, but I'm always with kids.
Lauren,
or when
you
we go on our
stole mine.
Did
Way to
I?
go. Yes, that's what I was going to say.
So
We need to do that then, clearly.
we do. Well,
So-
I might be doing it in April, so see what you can do.
Okay, well, maybe I'll do it in May when I'm moving Sam into her internship. If you're not going to wait for me. All right. Thank you, Liz. Next
Yeah.
up, C.T. Swish. I don't know if I pronounce his name right ever. I should.
Oh,
I know him.
we
I
should
should
by
know how
now.
to say his. Yeah. It's really sad of me. But anyway, what's your favorite table service dessert on property? What is your favorite Port Canaveral cruise Walt Disney World Resort to stay in? Okay.
So
Table service dessert.
So my favorite is actually, and they just brought it back in some form, is the Garden Grill, the strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite because I've been like not going there because they didn't have it for a while, so now I need to go.
Yeah.
And then my favorite Port Canaveral cruise stay. So if money wasn't an option and I'm not going to the parks,
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna have two different ones.
Because usually if we're going on a cruise, we're probably staying somewhere cheap at like one of the All-Stars or a Pop or something. But if I'm not going to the parks and I have them funds, I think Animal Kingdom Lodge, it's a good time to stay there. Because if you're not going to the parks, that's my only thing with Animal Kingdom Lodge is it's too far from most of the
Any
parks.
park. Yeah.
Yeah. And it annoys me trying to get to all the parks. So I don't actually love it when we're going to the parks.
Like
but if
that.
I was not going to the parks, I would love to go hang out and see the animals.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
All right. My favorite table service dessert is no longer the bread pudding because they tweaked it a little bit post-COVID.
Oh, no.
I like the pre-COVID one a little better.
Okay.
It's still elite, though. Just don't get me wrong. So I'm going to go to Liberty Tree Tavern and the ooey gooey toffee cake thing.
Yeah.
It's just like diabetes in a dish. Like, it's so sweet. It's...
I ever told you what the Shields family does when we eat there?
No.
So none of us like toffee. And there's
Okay.
like some other stuff on there. we don't like.
Understandable.
Well, it's which is interesting because like Jake's not a picky eater at all. So like I did not know this until we ate there a couple times. He's like, I really don't like this dessert that much. So when we go, we ask them to take off like the nuts, the toffee. So it basically just becomes like
Chocolate
an ice
syrup?
cream. Yeah. Well, no, there's like ice cream in there, but it basically becomes like a sundae. And then everyone's like,
Okay.
this is so good. But they look at us like we're crazy. They're like, you just asked for like half the ingredients off. And we don't even know if we can do that. We're like, oh, we know you can. We've had it before. And then they go
You've
make
done it before. I like saying that to a cruise server. I've had it before that way. Oh, okay. like
You can do it.
trust me, they can do it.
Pour some chocolate syrup on that ice cream. That's all you got to do.
All right. My favorite pre-port cruise hotel. So if money is no option, I love the Polynesian before a cruise because something about the tropical
Oh.
paradise just gets me in the mood to set sail on the open seas. I don't know why, but it just says that to me.
Yeah.
But typically we find ourselves at Pop.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
We aren't afraid to sneak in like a couple hours in the park if we currently have APs the night
Uh-huh.
before, if we get in early enough. So that does help with Pop going to Hollywood Studios or Epcot and that sort of
Yeah.
thing. So, all right,
Agreed.
Melissa Huff Biscup. I don't know how to say your name,
Nailed
Melissa.
it.
I am so
I
sorry.
know.
Yeah.
Melissa, we screwed up every time.
If you were going to be busy with a profession conference, could apply when down for cheer, dance, sports too, during the day. What would you prioritize for your evenings at Walt Disney World? Additional info. We'll be there solo. Have annual pass, so going parks are an option, and 4 nights are available. Lauren?
Oh. So when I have like nights like that, because occasionally that happens, like if I'm meeting you guys down there and no one's there yet or whatever, I like to still go in the parks, and I might just buy like an individual lightning lane to go do one ride real quick. And
Mhm.
usually it's the best ride, right? And it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I don't want to get the multi-pass because you're not going to be there all day. So that's kind of silly. So I've done that. Like Guardians is a popular one. Like if we're just coming in for the night, we'll do that. So that's what I would do. I also actually just enjoyed people watching and shopping in the parks when I've been by myself.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and you have 4 nights, so I would try to do, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios,
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom. Animal Kingdom closes early, so I wouldn't waste that. But you could hop if you really like your one lightning lane, Animal Kingdom, and then hop elsewhere
Yeah.
would be another good strategy. But I like to get a dining reservation in the park. I'm one of those weird people that's fine with eating alone. I did it before our run because I went down a little bit before you, right? And it's kind of people watch.
Where did you eat by yourself?
I don't remember. I blocked it
Oh,
out, but
like a
and
sit down?
yeah, and then the other sit down I did with listeners, right? So
Yeah.
I kind of can cheat when I'm there on my own. I just post on Patreon and find people to eat with. But yeah, I would try to hit just a different park each night. Really easy to take in the evening atmosphere. Have a little snack, even go to the confectionery, even though Lauren's anti-confectionery.
I think that's just a good time, like when you're not focused on the rides, to just enjoy the
Mhm.
park and the ambiance. Like that's actually some of my favorite times.
Yeah, it's amazing what little details you can miss because
Mhm.
you're so busy dealing with your kids and other stuff and running around. It's kind of
Yeah.
nice. All right, thank you, Melissa, whose last name I do not know how to say. All right, I will redeem myself on this name. Crystal Miller asks, that one I got right.
Good
As a
job.
new Star Wars fan, is the build your own lightsaber experience at Savvy's Workshop worth it for an adult? Or is it more geared towards kids? Oof. That's a tough one, Lauren, I think.
Mhm. So I have a lightsaber. You can see it up hanging up there.
There it is.
I am actually the hardcore Star Wars fan of the family. And I did this purposely without my children because I didn't want to pay for theirs because they are all fair weather Star Wars fans. Like if they're in the mood, baby. Right?
Not
Like
allowed.
no one's hardcore like me. So I didn't want to pay for theirs. And it was fantastic. So Jake was with me. Only one person can build it. So he just got to be like the observer, like one person can watch
The
you.
parent.
So he was my parent, I guess.
Yeah.
And but no, I did not feel like it was geared just towards kids. I felt like it's geared towards all ages. He was the man, like it's like a whole thing, like it's a show almost, and he
Mhm.
did a good job making it inclusive for all different ages. There was younger kids, there was adults, and I don't think anyone felt left out. It's a really cool experience. If you are hardcore in the Disney, I think it's worth the money.
I agree. I think they make you part of the show. It is a show that you're part of,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. And it might actually be more enjoyable without children because
Yeah.
then you don't have to worry about like what they're picking, if they're doing it. You get to do your own thing. And every now and then as an adult, it's nice to get to do your own thing.
Yeah.
It's a splurge, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, as a new fan, if you have like a character that you've really like like gone to, like gravitational pull was like to Ahsoka Tano, say.
Mhm.
Instead of building a lightsaber, you could go into the traders like Dok-Ondar's and get the actual like lightsabers from that character or whatever character it is that you really love. And that's a whole different thing. You're not part of a show, not part of an experience, but you get like those lightsabers. So that's a little different thing. If a new fan usually has someone they're like a character that they are drawn to, I would go that route because at Savi's, you're not getting character lightsabers. It's going to be a very unique lightsaber.
Although, like when we
You
went,
can,
so
kind of.
mine is because mine is in the likeness of Obi-Wan's. It's
Okay.
blue. It's not an exact replica, so that part is true. But like, I think when I went in, they said kind of have an idea of what you're thinking, and then they like he asked me like, why did you pick this one? And I was like, because it was blue, and I like Obi-Wan, and it was a whole thing.
There you
So
go.
yeah.
All right. And that concludes our Patreon questions. Lauren, we're going to kick
Yeah.
it over to you for Facebook.
Okay, so on Facebook, this is from Robin Fiends. What is the best way that works for you to overcome motion sickness? Personally, I am grateful that Cosmic Rewind plays songs that are singable. I found that singing kept me mostly okay, and sipping a cold beverage along with waiting some time took care of the rest. I can't wait to go on it again. I think this is a great question for you because I don't have motion sickness. Like
So the best way to deal with motion sickness is not going on the rides. That's sad, but true. So the patch works great on a cruise ship, but for the quick jostling jerky motions, it doesn't work as well as it does for the motions of the ocean, so to speak. So I haven't really found anything that works for Cosmic Rewind other than Pain and Misery. But for Flight of Passage, I have to look at where it's going, like I'm driving it, if that makes sense. If I look at the Navi that's leading the way, then I get nauseous. If I look at where we're actually going, like the flow of the ride, then I do not get nauseous. So looking where you're going is very helpful. So like even on the mine train, that one can get me. But if I kind of try to look ahead of the track, it helps. So rides in the dark, not great. Not great at all.
No, and I've also heard you say like your stomach can't be too empty or too full, right? Like it has to have a little something in it, but
something in there, but not full at all. Like not like mid-morning after you've had a little bit of breakfast, and like 1 or 2 mini donuts and a Diet Mountain Dew is the perfect level. And cooler temperatures help too. The cooler the temperature, the better. So like on our Christmas break trip, I did go on more things than I go on in say September. When we go in like August, September, I tap out of anything remotely questionable. So
yeah. Okay, so Bev Yoakum, oh, I probably messed up your name. Is there a next best strategy for families that can't do rope drop? Coming from Mountain Time Zone, our son has a medical challenge that gets worse without enough sleep. We use the DAS Pass, but maybe a strategy if you just can't get there early. Thanks, listen all the time.
I just maximize that DAS Pass. I mean, that's your strategy right there. Don't overthink it. Just go all in on that. Mix it in with anytime attractions. You don't have to rope drop if you got the DAS Pass. Just be mindful of using it to its full extent, right?
Yeah, or like we'll talk about this, I think, in the next few weeks or month or so, like reverse rope drop too.
Yeah.
Getting on things then. And if he does better at night, like that is maybe a
Just
time
go
to
at
consider
night.
an after hours event or something like that too, if you want lower crowds, if mornings are hard. But yeah, like you guys are really good about getting up for rope drop almost every time. Whereas my family, we depend on the lightning lanes so we can sleep in a little bit. So
we have someone in our household that will wake us up and tell us to get our butts moving. That's the only reason.
We've been roomies. I know how that goes.
It's not me. It's Michelle.
Lauren, get up. We're leaving now.
She could just turn the AC up a lot, and that would probably wake you up. She'd freeze you out of the room.
She might. This is from Lauren Walsh. You guys make me feel confident going into the parks with my family. Thank you for that. I want to know more about your pre-trip planning process. Aside from dates, are there specific flights or Disney deals that you look for? What are your favorite flight times? How do you get to Disney from the airport? After all the trips you have taken, how do you decide which hotel you're going to stay at next? Also, how do you decide to park hop or not?
All right. Well, flights, honestly, I look at price mostly, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then if it's within the price isn't too much different, then we'll look at times and connections. If we can get direct, that's really key. From Nebraska, there's only a couple directs, and one happens to be from Lincoln on Breeze Airways. Just saying that,
Mm-hmm.
and that direct is gonna win. Even and like say it costs $100 more for direct, I'll opt for direct unless the time of one with a connection is so much better. Sometimes we can get a connection that gets us there earlier than the direct just because of the time of the day the direct happens. But then I usually have to go to Chicago, and then Lauren has to listen to me whine about Chicago.
That's because you go to Midway.
What's
I'd
better
rather
than
go to
O'Hare?
O'Hare.
I
I
don't
love
know.
O'Hare. I know there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, there is. And then there was like 7 other parts to that question, but like we Uber or rent a car a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll kind of go through them. Specific flights or Disney deals you look for. I think what we're missing here for as your kids get older is it's really what is that works for the family schedule.
Yeah.
Like we have
The
very
schedule.
specific dates that
Yeah.
we can travel, and that determines it most of the time. I know when we are doing adults only trips, we are usually looking in September because it's not busy. And then Jake and I like to also go in April if we can after Easter, after all the spring break is done. That's usually a good time too.
Mhm.
But really, it's just when it works for your schedule. I usually book my hotel before I book flights, and I watch flights for a little bit to see if the price drops. This is random, but the airlines will actually, if you check on the pricing on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, at least from O'Hare, and the pricing tends to go down because less people are booking airfare on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm not saying I'm traveling on a Tuesday or Wednesday, but
Booking.
usually, yeah, I will see the flight pricing drop on Tuesday and Wednesday. They go up on the weekends when everyone's searching for airfare. And then how do you get to Disney from the airport? My favorite is when Doug or Alex has a car and they just bring me. But
yeah, it's a good way to go. Just check with
Usually-
us first.
usually the quickest way is just an Uber. So that's typically what I do. And then how do you decide which hotel you're going to stay at next?
You know, it comes down to budget first.
Uh-huh.
Like, are we going big or are we saving? Right? That's the first question. And then once we answer that question, then it's just a matter of what's available with the discount usually. Because there's usually a discount if you're booking in the right window, right? But availability varies. Just because there's a discount doesn't mean it's on the room you want. So
That's true. And if it's a shorter trip, it's like, what are my goals for the trip? So like my husband and I are going in April for 1 day pre-cruise, and we want to do something in the Magic Kingdom. So we're pricing by the Magic Kingdom because it doesn't make sense to stay anywhere else. So kind of what is your goal for the trip? We do look at what's cheapest, but I think I know Michelle does this too, is where did we stay last? And let's go somewhere else.
yeah, try to
just
mix
switch
it up.
And then how do you decide whether to park hop or not?
You just do. We park hop all the time. Yeah.
It's rare, unless we're doing like a
I don't
1 day in
know.
the parks and it's Magic Kingdom, we're probably park hopping too. I agree with that.
I think the anxiety of not park hopping would get me. I don't know. We don't have to park hop, but usually it's burn through lightning lanes, meal or nap, and then hit something else for dinner. Right? I like variety in life.
Yeah, unless we're going just for 1 day, we've done that. But I agree with you. We're usually park hopping. All right, question from John Oll. How do you mobile order food using the Universal Studios app? Any early entry advance? We've never been, but we have Express Unlimited Pass. Thanks to Lauren, our travel agent, for helping us out. Oh, you're welcome, John.
Well, I'm going to say I haven't been to Universal in a hot minute, so I'm going to defer to you real quick here.
Sure. So mobile order works a little bit differently. This is the one thing I hate. You can't actually see what's on the menu until you get into the park, which is annoying. Like I like to look from home and kind of plan where we're going to go, but they don't let you see. But you can go ahead and pre-order it. But once you go in, the process is different. Usually you go find a table first, and then there's a QR code with your table number, and they will actually just deliver your food to the table. And the team members, as they're called there, will kind of talk you through the process when they help you find a place to sit. So that's just the difference is instead of going up to the counter to get your food, they're bringing it to you at the table. Early entry, he said advanced, but I'm wondering if he means advice.
We'll never know.
Hagrid's is what most people are rope dropping at the older parks. It's usually Island of Adventure, but you have the Unlimited Express, which now is part of Hagrid's.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go deal with that craziness. If you want to go hit up other rides, I think that's totally fine. And then
I would rope drop Dr. Seuss because I can ride it.
Because that's the only thing you can go on.
Pretty much. That's not wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to always rope drop Hagrid's, but we haven't been since they included it in the Express Pass because that's been in like the last year. They did it right after I went, which was really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you don't have to deal with that anymore. So you just go do whatever you feel like doing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What's next?
So Kelly Brock Culp says she just wants to confirm that Epic does not have Express Pass available. You're probably deferring to me on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So Epic actually does have Express Pass that you can do as a separate purchase. It's expensive. I think it's still worth it because because it's a new park. They have enough rides to fill for the day, but it's a new park. The crowds are busy. If you want to get through everything in one day, you need the Express Pass. So I felt like it was worth it. It does not come with the premier resorts that there's 3 that include the Express Pass of the older 2 parks. Those still do not include Epic. There's no hotel on site that includes an Epic Express Pass. You have to purchase it separately. So I think that's it for Facebook.
All right. Facebook done. On to Instagram.
Yeah, the gram.
All right. We're going to put it on the line on the gram. Okay. That's a little reference from a movie. If anybody got that, let me know in the comments on YouTube or whatever. Put it on the line. We're going to put it on the line. All right. Anyway, Caroline Robitelli. What would you do to get to stay in Cinderella's castle? Funny answers only. Lauren?
I would drink green milk. Full cup. Is that enough?
Oof, I was thinking several people pay money to drink green milk, so I don't think
people
you're
need to pay me money
with impressing Disney with your green milk drinking that liquid potpourri. Don't ever buy the green milk, people, unless you're buying it to give to your greatest enemy. Okay, I would have a pickle milkshake again.
Oh,
hey, it gets me in the Cinderella Castle suite.
Yeah.
Oof.
Would you ride Cosmic Rewind like 3 times in a row?
No. No.
Not for Cinderella's?
I couldn't. I don't think I physically could. Once I had to sit on the little bench for like 20 minutes while they kept bringing me water. I got so much free water from Disney that day.
Would you do it once?
Yeah, I do it once.
Okay.
Yeah, I do it once because even if I protein spill, I'm going to recover in time to enjoy the suite. 3 times. True. There's no way my body would let me do that twice. Halfway through that ride, I'd tap out. Oh, it'd be bad. Okay. So there you go. I drink. People that don't know, the pickle milkshake is my arch nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From Candy Codit on Instagram. What are the top 3 shows at Hollywood Studios? Obviously, Indiana Jones is within the top 3. Is it, Candy? Is it? All right. So if we do this together, do you think our top 3 would be the same, Lauren? I don't know. I think our first one would. Top is Frozen. Sing along. I think we agree on that. It's number 1. Then there's a gap. There's a gap.
Yeah.
I would like to say number 2 is the future Moana show. No, that's a rumor. I'll take that back.
That's not a thing.
No Moana show is there. It's still Beauty and the Beast. There's Okay, I'm gonna go Fantasmic. Is that cheating?
That's cheating.
It's not. She said show. Show. It's a show.
Uh,
Going
Well, then
Fantasmic.
that's 2 for me. Okay. If we're counting Fantasmic, that's my
And
2. Okay,
then
so what's your third?
I can't say Muppets because that's gone. Um,
Do you want to hear mine?
I'm gonna go Little Mermaid. What's yours? Villains?
Villains.
Yeah.
You would rather go sit in Little Mermaid again than Villains?
I don't have to walk as far. How are you gonna get to Villains when they like close down Rock and Roller Coaster? You're gonna walk through a tunnel of construction walls. I don't. Good luck with that. I don't. It's just so far back there. I'm really lazy.
It is far.
So lazy.
I feel, Candy, we're sorry. We didn't put Indiana Jones in the top 3.
Nope. That's outside. It's a bazillion people. I have seen the same show since I was 9.
Correct.
That's
I
part of
agree.
it. Sorry, Beauty and the Beast. Also seen the same show since I was 19.
They need to
or
put something
18.
else there. Encanto or
Yep.
something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, there's been new Indiana Jones movies, but no changes. Let that sink in.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
there's a lot more to do with stunts now than what they did in the 80s.
What? Yeah, it's called CGI, so I don't know that actually helps. Anyway, all right. Oh, from Candy again. Are after hours worth it for February and March? I think it depends, right?
Mm-hmm. So the one I hear is people struggle with whether or not it's worth it is Epcot because it's so much walking.
It is. Yeah, you spend a lot of your time just walking around.
So I would say no to Epcot. Magic Kingdom people always seem to
Mhm.
love.
Yeah.
February, like if you're close to a holiday, March is spring break all month.
Yeah.
So then I think yes. Yeah.
But
you
like
agree?
right now, this week, as we're talking,
No.
probably not next week, President's Week, probably.
Yeah. I think February you just got to worry about President's Day weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This one's from Rachel Barth, 21. What's the easiest way to travel to MCO? Rachel Barth of the Lincoln Airport. So I'm going to just say on Breeze Airways from Lincoln Airport, it's really easy to get nonstop to the Magic right there. Lauren, we could take this as flying to MCO or, getting from the park to MCO after the Magic is over.
Yeah. So once you're there, you can rent a car. You could take an Uber. You can take a cab. You can take the Mears shuttle, or you could do a private transfer.
Yeah.
So Uber is the way most people go because it's the fastest, cheapest, fastest way to go. The cheapest is the shuttle, but it's slow.
Mm-hmm.
And then the private transfer is very nice, but expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's easy to get to MCO on a direct flight. I will say that. So shout out to the Lincoln Airport for that question. All right. Last but not least, from the gram, where we put it on the line, enchanted _escapes _by Lindsay. All right. What's a Disney myth people believe that simply isn't true? This was a hard one because the internet has, educated people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the one I didn't know for a long time is that Walt was not the one who said, if you can dream it, you can build it. That was an Imagineer working on Horizons.
Yeah.
So that's a myth. It's not Walt. What's yours?
Yeah. So mine is that people honestly believe, and I know one well, that Walt's frozen head is under the castle of the Magic Kingdom because he died as construction was getting going. So backhoes were ready. Cryogenics was all the rage in the late 60s. His frozen head waiting for the technology to bring him back.
Not true.
People believe
Not
it.
true.
We have no proof that it's not, Lauren. Actually, the Disney family has said it is not true. Like,
I think they had to address that rumor.
They have addressed that rumor, but I mean, people lie all the time about things. So maybe it is, and that is it for Instagram. All
Okay, but
right.
we have Instagram story.
Let's bring it home with the stories.
All right, last part from Janet Moore. I want a list of the Disney World steakhouses from worst to best from you Midwest folks. Does Lauren eat steak or just chicken tenders? Janet, I do eat steak.
She does.
I
She
know.
does.
I don't blame you for asking that question. That was a fair
Wait,
question.
but-
I do eat steak.
But do you dip it in ketchup?
No.
Okay, just making sure. I've seen that out of people. It's like, oh, what are you
I do
doing?
have children that do that, but I am not in that category.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
worst.
I mean, steakhouse is a tough word at Disney World because even their
Mhm.
steakhouses really aren't steakhouses. They all have, like, every Disney restaurant has a steak, right? Like,
yeah.
there's a steak, there's a chicken, there's a fish on every menu. And like only a couple have multiple types of steaks, and that's Yachtsman, Le Cellier, Steakhouse 71 for dinner. Lunchtime, they don't even have a steak.
Nope.
So I'm going to put Steakhouse 71 at the bottom of those three.
Yep.
I'm going to say Le Cellier is my favorite, and I've had some really good cuts of meat there. They actually know what they're doing when it comes to steak, and I have never been impressed in my multiple efforts at Yachtsman.
So I'm going to disagree with you on the
That's
last.
fine. Go with
No.
it. Yeah.
So we ate at Le Cellier, and this was coming out of COVID, so I don't know if it had anything to do with it. And we were both disappointed with the filet mignon we got. Like, we kept hearing about how good it was. So I don't know if we need to go back. It's been some years.
Probably.
But I was like, I just looked at Jake and I was like, we could cook a better steak than this at home. And I was like,
I feel
So
like
was
that for
disappointing.
most of them, right? I can go to my grocery store and get a decent cut and then grill it up myself, season it myself.
And I've had a good steak at Yachtsman, a good filet mignon. I've also gone there with you when they that on a different trip, and they were running out of steak. Remember?
They were out of prime rib. Like, that's your signature dish.
Yeah.
It's prime rib, and it was like 6:30. It wasn't 9:00 at night.
No.
It was like, you're out of what you opened an hour ago. Like,
yeah,
and it wasn't
so that's
peak
a hit or
season.
miss.
So
Yeah.
that kind of ruined the whole thing. You know, I'm sure people have had the best steak of their life there. I just haven't. It's just, I can only review what I've had, right? I have only eaten there 2 times, which is not a thorough amount. So, like, when we review hotels, trust me, we've stayed at all the hotels more than twice, right? That we have more data points. But for restaurants, there's so many of them. And like, when you're getting outside of the theme parks and a little more specialty dining, like, we're not taking our kids to Yachtman's. I'm not paying for that.
No.
So that really limits our chances to go there. Shula's is now gone. Shula was very good.
Yeah.
Really, I've had some other decent steaks around property, though. Like, you know, I think they do a decent job everywhere. But I had a good steak at the Coral Reef. So,
No.
you know,
You did?
yeah, it wasn't bad.
That was the worst steak I've ever had.
Really?
On property.
See, so it's obviously hit and miss.
Yeah. Right.
Obviously.
Who's cooking? Is that question?
What day of the week?
Right.
Right? So there you go. That's the honest review. You can't trust the reviews. Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, well, that was a horrible question. Glad we could answer that for you.
Very clear. This is a question from Helena Pura. Hopefully I said your name correctly. I should have. Lauren, what is your favorite song on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind? Doug, if you could ride, do you think you'd have a favorite? So, do you think you'd have a favorite?
I mean, what are all the songs? It's September, right? I think. I've had
Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
I've had that one. It seemed like the wrong tempo for my brain and the
that's
ride.
My least favorite.
It was a hint too slow. I like September. It's jazzy. It's upbeat, a little funky. I'm dancing.
My favorite is Blondie. Is
one
way or another.
A little?
It's just the right tempo. Like, I'm not even a huge Blondie fan. It just goes well with the tempo of the ride.
Okay.
I feel like in September. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, then these are some personal questions from friends and family. So Ruby, who is a big fan of the show, and pretty much almost my daughter. What is your favorite travel memory when traveling with other families? I think she's asking what's my
Oh,
favorite
memory
travel
of her.
memory. Because we've been on 3 trips with them, one which was a 12-night cruise, and the families still like each other. So that's saying
I mean,
something.
that's
Mm-hmm.
that's
And we were with
impressive.
each other in London for like 3 or 4 days beforehand. We still like each other. My favorite memory, and this is Disney related, is the first time we traveled. There's a third family that we also travel with occasionally. Well, most of the time. And we were on the Disney Wish, and I had never traveled with like other families with kids my age that weren't also family. And the dinner, like they had to fit 16 of us and those restaurants, and they did a fantastic job. And I just remember every night like sitting there being amazed that we were all together, and everyone, like, no one has to do dishes, no one has to cook, everyone get what they want, everyone was happy, and we could just sit there and talk about our day and what we did. And so that's my favorite, was just having meals with them. Do
All right.
you have any favorite memories of when you guys, because you guys have traveled with multiple families too?
Yeah, we have. If we exclude family, right? We're not talking family
Yeah,
memories, but
like just
friends.
friends.
So we did one trip with Alden's had these 2 buddies that they've known each other since, birth, basically. And we did a trip towards the end of middle school. And out of that trip, there was lots of great things because we're friends. All the parents are friends and everything. Now, the boys, by senior year, you're not always as close with the same people you were in 4th grade, right?
Right.
So, but we did build lightsabers.
Oh,
So all 3 boys built a lightsaber, and that was really cool because, like, we had gone to all of the new release Star Wars movies together. Like this is the core group that had gone. Like, even one of the movies, one of the moms made T-shirts for them to wear. Even like, and I think those are the
yeah,
shirts they wore in the park that day, right?
yeah.
So they built lightsabers together. And did the dads try out the lightsabers shortly after and get our own PhotoPass photos of us dueling? Yeah. So that was pretty fun. So
Oh, that's awesome.
that was a good one, that memory. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there you go.
And then last question is from my youngest, Lily. Where is your favorite place to go eat a snack at Disney World? Like, take the snack somewhere else and eat it.
Oh, like a squirrel. I'm gonna get it, run away, and then
Like,
eat it.
yes, because her dad tried to say, well, we just get gas on cinnamon rolls. And she's like, no, but where would you go take it?
Oh. Wow, this is a whole different question than I was prepared for.
Oh.
So here's what I will say. I don't know if so I would get a Dole Whip at the Polynesian and then take it to
Yeah,
the beach to watch fireworks.
that's a
Is
great
that
one.
far enough for Lily? Like, if
Lily like that plan. She likes a good Dole
hopefully,
Whip.
okay, but that's a big enough taking it.
I think
Like,
so.
it's still at the Polynesian, but I feel like it
She'll take it. Now
went
she'll probably want me
far
to take her to the
enough.
Poly, but that's okay.
Sorry, I cost you some money there.
Lily, my favorite place, is in Epcot. I like to go by the UK pavilion when it's quiet and there's not a band back there, because there's not a ton of people. There's just so many good places to go get away from the crowds in Epcot and the
Yeah.
World Showcase. So that's usually my go-to.
There you go.
Yeah. We did it. We did listener questions.
Yes. All right. Well, if you're planning a trip to use any of these answers from the questions, reach out to our friends at Touring and Cruises at touringandcruises.com. You can ask for a free, no obligation quote. And if you book with them, they will watch the discounts to automatically apply a discount for you. Lots of good deals out there right now. So definitely reach out and get a trip booked. And if you're looking to get there from Nebraska, check out Lincoln Airport, where you can fly direct on Breeze right to the Magic. As we discussed earlier, nonstop. Don't have to stop. That's the best thing, not stopping. So go check them out. We're going to get on to the after show, but before we do that, you need to go online and find our social media at Rope Drop Radio on all of the things, including TikTok and YouTube, and check out our website, www.ropedroppod.com. All right, Lauren, we're going to get on to the after show, where who knows what we may talk about, right?
Could be anything.
Could be anything. So for Lauren, I'm Doug. This has been another Rope Drop Radio. Hey, rope droppers, thanks for watching this whole video. Why don't you take a moment to make sure you subscribe, watch the next thing, last thing, try to watch something else, but make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching Rope Drop Radio.